What's up everyone, Bob's Blu-rays here. I'm back with another collection update video. This time I'll be going over my entire Arrow video collection, so stay tuned and I'll get right into it after this intro. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive into it. I've got my slipcovers up first, then I'm going to go into non-slipcovers, then the limited edition box sets, and then the collector's edition big old box sets. So let's go ahead and dive right into the first thing, which is going to be slipcovers here. This is the 12 Monkeys 4K. I didn't love the movie, didn't hate it. I'll have to give it a rewatch. That is still sealed because I have the Blu-ray of 12 Monkeys. Let's go ahead and dive into the next one, which is going to be Ellis, Sweet Alice. A lot of these were blind buys, probably 80% of Arrow releases. Majority of my boutique labels are all blind buys for the most part. And some of them I end up hating, and I'm not a fan of Ellis, Sweet Alice. Not in the slightest. Not a fan. Next up, we have got Basket Case. I am a fan of this movie. I think this is a ton of fun. The sequels are not nearly as good, but the original is a ton of fun. Next up after that, we have got Blood Rage. This movie's a lot of fun as well. It's a good Thanksgiving movie watch. It's not great. Some great practical effects though, and it's just a fun time. So I would recommend Blood Rage if you're a horror fan out there. Next up, another one that was obviously a blind buy, but I was a big fan of this one, which is going to be Brain Damage. This is a ton of fun. This movie's got great practical effects. The colors are incredible. It's just a ton of fun. I would recommend that to a lot of horror fans out there as well. Next up, after that, we've got the original Children of the Corn. This is just the Blu-ray. I do not have the 4K by itself, but I'll get into that later. This was a fun rewatch for the most part. I don't love it. It's, I guess, slightly above average. It's decent. Next up after that is going to be a movie called Contamination, which I haven't seen yet, but Blu-ray slipcover right there, so that's a nice one to have. I have seen this one. This was another blind buy, which is going to be Cruising with El Pacino. This was pretty good. I actually did like this quite a bit. I thought it was really good. Love the slipcover as well. So I love Arrow Video slipcovers. I'm a huge fan of them. Next up, we have got Deadly Games. There's the back of the slipcover right there. I haven't seen this one. It's still sealed. I haven't gotten around to watching that yet, but there is another variation of that slipcover that I'm looking to get. Then we have got Death Screams. There's another variation of this one for the slipcover. It's still sealed because I haven't seen it, and I want to get the other one. Grindhouse Video sent me the wrong slipcover of that because I had ordered the other one. Next up after that, we've got A Fish Called Wanda. Speaking of fish, the film collector actually sent me this, so thank you. I haven't watched it yet, haven't gotten around to that one. Next up after that, we've got Girls Night Out. There is another variation of this slipcover as well, I'm pretty sure. But I had fun with it for the most part. It's not great, but I enjoyed it. You know, a lot of these schlocky 80s horror movies. Next up, we've got Hell High. Now, this one I liked quite a bit. I watched it with my dad. We both enjoyed Hell High. I really like the slipcover here. There is reversible artwork. That's the original artwork, which isn't great, but there is another slipcover variant of this called Raging Fury, which I'm pretty sure I don't own that, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure I don't own that. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I would love to get the FYE exclusive slipcover as well. I just rewatched this. Otherwise, it was a first-time watch. I had a lot of fun with this. I had a blast with it. It was actually a lot of fun, and horror comedies usually not quite my style, but I like that one. The Leech is up next. I haven't seen it. Still sealed. Next up here, we've got The Righteous. I have not seen this. Blind buy. Haven't watched it yet. Mallrats, which is coming to 4K very soon, and I am a big fan of Mallrats. I think this movie's a ton of fun, and I'll probably end up grabbing the 4K. I'll probably grab that pink slipcover because I really like that artwork on that. Next up is The Mutilator. This is all right. There is a sequel coming out this year. Same director, and we're talking like 30 years later. It's okay. The Mutilator's not bad. Some decent practical effects. It's definitely not great. Continuing on here, we've got My Stepmother is an Alien. This is a blind buy as well. I haven't seen it yet, but it came as a recommendation from Fish. One-Armed Boxer, which I haven't seen yet, still sealed. Next up after that, we have got The Prey. Hated this movie. It was a blind buy. This movie's absolute garbage. That is a terrible movie. Next up after that, we've got the Blu-ray of Pitch Black, which I don't even know if I've seen this in its entirety, but if I have, it's been like 15, 20 years. So that is the Blu-ray. I love that artwork on that. Next up, we have got Ronin, which is a very nice slipcover as well. That's Arrow's thing. Beautiful slipcovers, beautiful artwork. This is a really good movie. It is getting a 4K from Kino Lorber very soon. Next up after that, we have got The Sacred Spirit, another blind buy. Haven't watched it yet. They had to change the artwork because it was so similar to something else that Criterion's put up. This is the other variation of Girls Night Out, so it's called The Scare Maker right there. And haven't opened that because why would I open that if I have another variation? Shock, still sealed. Haven't watched it. Blind buy. Heard decent things. 16 Candles. I really like the artwork on the slipcover as well. This is a fun watch. I like 16 Candles, but it's not my favorite movie. Sleep is the next one up. I believe this also has a potential of a slipcover variant. Southland Tales, I believe it's called, with The Rock and Sean William Scott and Sarah Michelle Gellar. I haven't seen it, but I love that cast. I think Sean William Scott's really underrated as an actor. Next up after that, still sealed, Two Witches. Haven't watched it, but I've heard good things, actually. I've heard it's pretty wild. Next up after that, we have got Weird Science, which this I prefer over 16 Candles. I really like this movie. This is also getting a 4K that was just recently announced. All right, continuing on after that, we have got Bloody Birthday. This is a fun watch. I usually try to watch it every year on my birthday, but sometimes I want to switch it up. But Bloody Birthday is a lot of fun. I do like Bloody Birthday. The Crazies, there's no booklet in this one, I don't believe. Yeah, no booklet, but I prefer the remake over this Crazies. I wasn't a big fan of the original. Dead End Drive-In, this movie's pretty wild, but it's actually fun. I enjoyed that one. Next up after that is Hellraiser, the original one. I have seen this, but we're talking a long time ago, so I don't remember it all that well. Next up after that is going to be Hellbound Hellraiser 2. Haven't seen this one, not that I remember at least. Next up after that, we've got Nightmare at Noon. I haven't seen this yet as well. That was another blind buy. After that, we have got Return of the Killer Tomatoes. I hate this movie. I think that and the original Attack of the Killer Tomatoes are hot trash. They're not for me. The Stuff is up next. I like The Stuff. This is a lot of fun. This movie's a blast. I'd really like to get some Stuff merchandise because there's some cool stuff for this movie. But yeah, I was a big fan of The Stuff. And next up, the only 4K that I have without a slipcover here is going to be Pitch Black. This never came with a slipcover in the original pressing. The reason I double dipped on this is because there was a slip on the Blu-ray and no slip on this, so I wanted to get both. And so here is the 4K and still sealed, so I need to watch that. I do need to give that a rewatch very soon. Alrighty, on to the limited edition box sets here. We have got American Werewolf in London, the 4K Ultra HD edition of it. I did combine all of my Arrow Video limited edition releases, so 4K and Blu-ray are together because I think the box sets just look really good together. And I didn't want to split up the same release because it's a Blu-ray and 4K. So here's the Blu-ray of American Werewolf in London. And I do like to hang on to both because the 4K only comes with the 4K. It never came with a Blu-ray. And if I ever stop at my dad's or something to watch it, he doesn't have a 4K player. And I actually have to bring my Blu-ray player. So I like to hold on to the Blu-ray and 4K. We've got The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I haven't seen this one yet, so I can't speak on that. I actually haven't seen a lot of the Argento movies. Next up after that is going to be Bloodbath. This is the old release, so it's a little softer on the box here. Haven't seen that one either. That is a blind buy. Next up is going to be the original Candyman. This is the 4K Ultra HD edition right there. I went ahead and grabbed this as a blind buy for the most part. I've seen parts of this. I've never seen all of it, and if I have, I was a young kid, so I can't remember a lot of it. The next one after that is going to be the Cat O' Nine Tails. Another one that I've never seen. Another Argento movie, I believe. Haven't watched it. Then we've got the Blu-ray of the Cat O' Nine Tails. Next up after that is going to be City of the Living Dead. This is a Blu-ray right here. Cauldron Films put out the 4K, which I don't have. I missed out on that. So that I'm happy to have. I got to check it out. I've never seen it. Next up after that is going to be the 4K of Deep Red. I have not seen Deep Red, but I know I need to. I've heard great things. The Blu-ray of Deep Red. After that, we have got Django, the original. I've never seen this. So if you've seen any of these, let me know how they are, if they're any good. Next up after that, we have got Donnie Darko. I've only seen this once, and I don't remember really enjoying it, but it's been a very long time, so I have to give this a rewatch. Alrighty, next up after that, we have got Dune, the 4K. Never seen it. That's the original Dune. I've heard pretty bad things. I need to check this out. We've got Enter the Void, the Blu-ray, which came over from the UK. I love this artwork, and I love the feel of this. This just looks incredible. It feels incredible. That's the back of it. I need to check that out. It's another Gaspar Noé film. Next up, we've got Flash Gordon. This is the Blu-ray of it. I've never seen Flash Gordon. Next up after that, we have got the Blu-ray of The Hills Have Eyes. This is like one of the only American limited edition 4Ks. I think the only 4K that I'm missing. I need to get this. I need to upgrade to the 4K, so I've got the Blu-ray there. I really like the original Hills Have Eyes. I'm a huge fan of it. Then we've got The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Not nearly as good as the original, but I actually don't mind The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. After that, we have got The Last House on the Left. To avoid fainting, keep repeating, it's only a movie, it's only a movie. Funny story, Derek from Convicted Cinephile just kind of mocked this t-shirt recently, and he said, to avoid getting offended, keep repeating, it's only a joke, it's only a joke. So I actually like that t-shirt, but this is The Last House on the Left, the original from 1972, I believe, Wes Craven's directorial debut. I'm a big fan of it. I actually like it. I think it's an important movie. Next up is The Mill of the Stone Woman. I've never seen it. Can't speak on that one. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. This is a lot of fun. This Blu-ray went out of print, and then it came back in stock, I believe. I like it. I had fun with that movie. Next up after that is, this is still sealed. This is going to be Robin Hood, The Prince of Thieves. I have not seen this, still sealed. Need to check it out. Next up, we have got the 4K of RoboCop right here, and then the Blu-ray of RoboCop as well. So 4K and Blu-ray right there. Continuing on after that, we have got Tremors, the 4K. I love Tremors. I believe 1990. I have a blast with that movie. Love that limited edition release. I'm so glad for Grindhouse Video out there because it was out of stock, out of print, and I ended up getting it from them like $10 more or something like that, but still happy to have it. True Romance 4K limited edition right there. Beautiful. Another one up next is going to be Videodrome. I have not seen this, but this is the 4K from the UK, as you can see right there with the sticker. Just a few more limited edition box sets. We've got Waterworld, which I believe is getting a 4K or already has come out on 4K, but the limited edition box set right there. I'm going to have to upgrade. Wild Things, 4K limited edition release right there. Love Wild Things, have a blast with it, such a good time. And then last but not least, we have got The Wolf of Wall Street, which I'm going to have to rewatch. I never ended up finishing it, so I still haven't seen it in its entirety, but we got the limited edition box set right there. Comes with like a wallet and some cocaine in it. So that is all my limited edition boxes, the little slip boxes right there. I did not include any of the steel books, so those are in my steel book collection. But let me go ahead and grab the big box sets off the shelf, and we'll end it there. All right, continuing on here, we have got Gamera, the Show era, and Gamera, the Heisei era. These are really cool because they look great on the shelf together here, just like this. So they look beautiful on the shelf together. You're going to get, it's 4 films, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4 movies in each of these. So you're going to get your 4 right there, and then 4 right there. So those are the movies you're going to get. You get Gamera the Giant Monster, Gamera vs. Baragon, Gamera vs. Yayos. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names of these titles. They're just crazy titles. If you're interested, there they are. Yeah, so right there are the titles. But yeah, so that is the 2 box sets right there. There's another one that has the whole collection. I need to grab that. Next up, we've got the Sergio Martino collection. I got this used on eBay. The slip box is a little beat up, but we have got 3 films in here as well. You're going to get The Case of the Scorpion Tail, The Suspicious Death of a Minor, and Your Vehicle is a Locked Room for Only I Have the Key. So there is that. Then another box set. Gus is a big fan of this one. This is Twisting the Knife box set here. I believe you get like 5 or, yeah, it's 5 films. Actually, I got this at Target on sale in the store, which was crazy. So somebody probably returned it, but there are your box sets of that. One of them's like upside down, which is pretty wild. So that might be why the person returned it, not sure. And then continuing on here, we've got the Children of the Corn box set. This is going to give you the trilogy right here, and I do have the 4K of the original Children of the Corn right there. Another box set is going to be the American Horror Project. This is going to be 3 films, Dark August, Dream No Evil, and The Child. So you get 3 films right there and a little booklet. Another box set, and these are the black, yellow, and red ones. There's a blue one and a white one out there that I need to grab, so there's 5 of these. You got the Giallo Essentials. I have not seen any of these movies. You have Smile Before Death, The Killer Reserved 9 Seats, and The Weapon, The Hour, The Motive. So 3 different movies right there in that black box set. You've got the yellow one right here, Giallo Essentials. You're going to get 3 more movies. Torso, Strip Nude for Your Killer, and What Have They Done to Your Daughters. Those are still sealed. And then you got this red one right here. They're like a window box right there, so it's really cool. You've got 3 more. The Fifth Chord, The Possessed, and The Pajama Girl Case. So never heard of any of these for the most part, except Strip Nude for Your Killer, because I believe Blue Underground put that out in America. But I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen any of those 9 movies, but I want to grab the blue and white box set. So hopefully I get my hands on those eventually. There's a lot of other box sets. Arrow Video absolutely kills it. They're my favorite boutique label out there. I'm hoping to get some more titles very soon. But that is all for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear what Arrow Video releases you have in your collection. Please sound off in the comment section. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for all future videos. And I'll see everyone on the next one. Have a good one.